You are now tuned into Coffee, Tea, and Conversations, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with Mary Evans and her co-host, Marsha Easley. Get ready for
Coffee, Tea, and Conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, Tea, and Conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
For motivation.
Get ready.
For education.
Are you ready?
For life-changing inspiration.
Get ready.
For Coffee, Tea, and Conversations with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. Bringing you topics every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to educate, motivate, and inspire, and even make you laugh. Get ready for
Coffee, Tea, and Conversations. Yeah. Put some coffee in your cup. Coffee, Tea, and Conversations. Yeah. Put some tea in your cup. Are you ready?
For motivation.
Get ready.
For education.
Are you ready?
For life-changing inspiration.
Get ready.
For Coffee, Tea, and Conversations with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley. Are you ready?
We ready. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
With Mary, I Inspire Evans
And Marsha Easley. Woo woo. I'm gonna drink to that.
Yes, I forgot. Marsha, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling great.
Well, you look beautiful in your red and purple.
Thank you very much, dear. Something I just threw together.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Throw it together, y'all. Well, we here on this Sunday morning talking about relationship goals. We're gonna talk about the good and the bad.
Good and the bad. The bad
Yes.
is good. Oh yeah.
However you want to look at it, but Marsha,
Yes, ma'am.
I want to talk about Miss Tiffany Haddish. Am I saying it right?
She ready. She ready.
Girl, listen, the queen not playing around here. Let's pop up some memes so we can talk about this, Marsha.
All right now.
I'm loving it. Tiffany says, Common, that's her man.
Yeah.
Instead of a ring, putting a ring on it, she's saying, I want an apartment building. I want units. You can keep that ring.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, Marsha, because I'm going to tell you something. I think the queen is smart as Hell. Okay?
I like that.
Because Marsha, a lot of us, and I used to be the same way back in the day, the bigger the ring, the better. People wanted that big rock sitting on their hand. And Marsha, it just don't, we know times have changed, sweetheart.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Marsha, you don't even have to give me a ring. Give me some units. Now I want to hear from you. And I want to hear from the audience. Ladies out there, would you take units over a ring? Marsha, go.
Okay, I would say I love that idea. I've never been a big person on buying expensive jewelry. That's just me. A lot of people like that big old ring. Okay, but I've been married 2 times, but the ring wasn't important.
How many times? I didn't hear you.
2 times.
Oh,
but the ring wasn't an important part of it for me. And I don't want, you couldn't give me nothing little bitty, but it didn't have to cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'm also that same person. And a lot of people will probably say boo to me on this. Buy an expensive wedding dress. I'm gonna buy that dress you're gonna wear one time. It's gonna be put up somewhere when you can go rent them or go on a clearance rack and find just as beautiful dresses you might find in 10, 20. Why? 10, 20,000 for a dress you're gonna wear one time? That's just me. So I'm loving an apartment building with some units, and they got money, so they're gonna have some good units over ring. That's me.
Wait a minute, Marsha. Did you say go to the clearance rack and get the wedding dress, Marsha? You is cracking me up over here.
Girl, I'm a clearance rack queen. They got some great stuff on the clearance rack. I'm telling you, I go to California, I go to Beverly Hills, and I go clearance rack shopping.
So since you own that, let's go a step further, okay? We know we don't have to have the ring. I definitely don't have the ring. If I had a choice and it says, sweetheart, do you want the units or the ring? Give me the unit. We don't have to do a ring. So you said the wedding dress. You think that's crazy, the expensive wedding dress. Marsha, what about the ones that spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 on a wedding? and don't even have a house.
That's
What
I'm
is your
talking
opinion?
about. I'm an event planner. I have coordinated a lot of weddings. I know how to do a great wedding on a budget. And
Wonderful.
because you think about it, all those people are just coming there, they eating, you paying $40, $50 a plate. They bring in extra people, or either they say they come and don't come. It's a big waste, but you can have a wonderful, beautiful wedding without spending that much money. If you want to know, call me. I'll tell you how to do it for real.
Marsha easily can help you get that wedding on a budget. But I'm going to tell you, I was reading a lot of the comments, Marsha, and probably because she's a celebrity, people were so shocked. Because most of our celebrities that get married, they ran 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. She is in a different space in her life, and I just want to salute the queen. She's saying, listen, that norm about these celebrities having to have these big old rocks, give me a big unit, apartment complex with units. Shout out to Tiffany. Marsha, let's go to your topic. What you want to bring? What you want to talk about today?
I'm gonna just piggyback out for that one because Common gonna give her that apartment building and he gonna give her a ring because he got it like that. Why not? He ain't gonna give her a apartment building without a ring. That's what I think. That's what I think.
All right.
You put it out there that she don't need it, but I know she gonna get that rock. So saying that, thinking about if you got it like that, I just got back from California visiting my very good friend, Miss Cookie Johnson, wife of Magic Johnson. So it was their 30th anniversary. So let me tell you, when you got it, you got it. Let's see what Magic Johnson did for his wife. Just show the real, and I'll tell you what that's all about.
Let's go.
Let me tell you, I was
Tell
there the day before that happened at their house, right? He didn't let Cookie know what he's going to do. He just told her, get a pretty dress on. Be ready, right? He gave her a private concert with Frankie Beverly Mays. That wasn't no record. Frankie Beverly Mays gave him a private concert. Wow. That's what you do because Magic love him some Cookie. I don't care. From day one, he's always did wonderful surprises for her. And I just love their Black love. And I think if he didn't have it like that, he would still do, because of his mind and the way he thinks, his creativity, he would still do amazing things for her. So,
I want to make sure I got this right.
Shout out to Irvin, because I done seen it, what he does. So he is amazing. Shout out. Happy 30th.
Did I hear that right? Did you tell me it was a concert? So he flew in Frankie Beverly Mays. They had a whole concert in their house, just them.
It wasn't in their house. It was a building. I don't know exactly what building it was at, but they, if you look on Instagram or whatever, you can see them walking into the building in the room, sitting down on the couch. It's just them two. The stage goes up, and here's Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Shout out to Magic Johnson.
But I did go to France, and he did have the whole Earth, Wind, and Fire there behind the stage one time too. So he's awesome, and it was a surprise too. So that's people who have it made like that. So that's a good relationship goal, to keep things going, do stuff different. If you got it, you got it. But we need to talk about if you ain't got it like that also, Mary. What if you don't have it? What is the relationship?
Yeah, that's exactly where we're going.
Like those guys do,
And you know what, Marsha? All of us don't have it like that. And it's the small, simple things, though, that you just enjoy. Not too long ago, it has been years, we went to the park, my husband and I, with our little sandwiches and sit in the park with COVID. It's so hard. I actually, to be honest with you, Marsha, I get a little nervous when I'm around a lot of people. So we try to find things outdoors that we can do. Mm-hmm. But that being said, it's not about, having a concert, flying people in. It's the small things that whatever your money can afford. And, that's what we have to look at. And I was reading on relationship goals, and it's a couple of things I want to discuss with you in regards to a lot of men feel like women think that her mate or a person that she meets has to be so financially stable or she's turned off by him. If he's not making money, he's struggling. So this came up. It says, so a man has to be financially stable to date a broke woman. That's a joke. Marsha, I want to see what do you feel about that, Marsha? Because you hear over and over and over where women talking about, their men have to make a certain amount of money. She want him to have a house. She want him to have a car. She want him to be financially stable, and she don't have anything. Marsha, how do you feel about that?
You know what? If the man is going to do that for that woman and she broke, and that's her goals and dreams and aspirations, hey, what can I say? To each his own. I'm like, I just could never be that person. So there are a lot of, is that a gold digger, Mary? Are we talking about gold diggers?
No, I don't think so. What I want to hear from you, let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
Is that men will take a woman not financially stable, not living in the greatest home, greatest car, versus a woman wants all these things. What they're saying, the man, this is opinions from a man, is that a woman wants A, B, C, D, E, but she don't have anything. Like you saying a stable job, you don't have a stable job. You saying a nice home, you don't have a home. You saying money in the bank, you don't have your finances. And it just seemed like they believe we're so much harder on them. They'll take us struggling and not in that great position, but judge them so hard when they're not there. That's what I'm asking you.
That's a good question. I see that happening, but let me tell you what, Mary, I see it happening more with women who got it going on and bringing up men. So I have personally seen that a lot more than I have with a broke woman, because I just don't see it that often.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah. So it's, most of, women do what they got to do. And it's a lot of men out here who are on women coattails. And then sometimes they're successful and then they move on to somebody else. We see that happen. So like the relationship goal should be, okay, I got you while you down. You got me while I'm down. And together we're going to build an empire. We're going to save and we're going to invest and we're going to do things. That's the ultimate relationship goal as far as I'm concerned. But if for somebody just to be trying to take advantage of somebody or want somebody just to take care of them, I hate that. I don't like that. That's not good.
So we'll ask that question to the audience. Guys, do you see it more like Marsha said, the ladies seem to have it really going on with the deadbeat women, or the men have it going on with the deadbeat, vice versa? And I'm like you, Marsha. I see more of the women really have it going on, and they meet a guy, he might be struggling a little bit, and we all do, but it seems like the struggle never ends. They continue to carry the weight, paying for everything, and he continues to say, how I'm trying. And I found a little meme that said, this is what it looks like when a woman is taking care of men. Marsha, they said that this, and guys, this is not the opinion of the show. This is just memes and different things that we read on Facebook and in articles. But Marsha, they said this is what women look like taking care of their big baby. Marsha, they that funny though.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that one.
Marsha, what is your opinion when you watch that picture? Do you think it's pretty on point?
I can't stop laughing, but okay, but that's a good depiction of what it would be like if that's what was going on in that relationship. Yes, and there's a lot of men who do not have a problem with being in that role. They just like, okay,
it works all good. They get everything they want, and it works all good. Marsha.
Yeah, so.
And you know what, Marsha, at the end of the day, I like what you said, really, truly, on a serious note. As we get older in particular, we just don't put up or just go for those things anymore. You have to come, if you're not coming to the table with yourself together, right? Now, it's one thing I meet you, you got it together, you have hard times, you lose your job, the business close, those things happen, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I believe in for better and for worse.
Right.
But, it's decisions we make when we're younger when it comes to dating and men and how we decide who's best for us and who's not. And your older self would say, No, sweetheart, I'm sorry you're struggling. Sorry you're having a hard time. But what did you say, Marsha?
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye. Now, your younger self might give them the benefit of the doubt. And, have you heard the saying, I saw a lot of potential in them? Because I know I've been there.
I've been there and done that. I've been there and done that. And I'm just joking a little bit, but sometimes if you know what a person's background is and what they're doing and what they're going through, that's different. That really is different.
It is.
And trying to help somebody that's trying to help themselves. I've always believed in that. So, but if there's somebody who's, they 50, 60 years old, don't have no pension, don't have this, and they're not trying to do any better, then I ain't got time for that. I'm just saying.
Marsha, and ladies, I would like for you to comment, and guys too, if you comment, and how do you feel about that? Marsha, one thing for sure, I want to ask you this. If you can go back in time, what would you look at differently that you looked at then? We'll say 10 years, that Marsha 10 years ago, okay. And today. Marsha, what would you do different before you decide to be in a relationship or even marry a guy? What would you look at differently that you did not look at then?
Mary, and I wrote a book. We're going to talk about my book at another time. The red flags. I have always been guilty of ignoring the red flags. Those red flags that pop up there.
Yes.
And you see them and you ignore them and you're like, okay, well, I can live with this, or it's going to get better, or maybe it's just something they go through. Those red flags, I would not ignore the red flags. I would look at them and take them on straight on in that face value. That's what I would do differently.
Marsha, I love it. Can we just get one of the red flags, Marsha? And guys, if you have a red flag, tell us, drop it in the link. What is a red flag that you should have took off and ran and you ignored? Marsha, can we hear one red flag?
Okay, how about I'm living with my mama because she need my help, when it's not true. When mama is vibrant and doing things like that, or why you don't have your own place, or why you don't have a car and you a grown ass man or woman. I'm not going to just discriminate against the men. And you're grown and you got a job, or you don't have a job, whatever your situation is, and you still living off somebody else, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. If it's not to help a ailing person or somebody like that, red flag.
Well, Marsha, I'm going to go out with my one red flag. Just my opinion. Once a cheater, always a cheater. If he cheats one time, it's in you or it's not. That I'm sorry, it won't happen no more is a bunch of BS. They might think they're a little slicker and try to be a little more careful, but I'm telling you, I've never experienced forgiving them. We ain't gonna call them no names, and they didn't do it again.
You know what?
So y'all,
that's a deal breaker for me, Mary. That's a deal breaker.
Drop the red flags in there. We want to say, Marsha, again, we had another great Saturday.
Yes.
On the SOS show.
All righty.
Mary, I Inspire Evans.
And Marsha Easley.
Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you soon. Oops.
I know they gon' remember me, 'cause I'm gon' leave a